Warning, if you have common sense, this will trigger you. If you don't, oh, this is going to be just another video for you to enjoy, right? We have the fear-mongering tactic still being grifted towards the black community from the black community. Jasmine Crockett just compared Donald Trump and USAID and what they're doing to clean out government waste. She said that him doing that is somehow bringing us back to slavery because now Donald Trump wants us to go back in the fields and work. Just listen.
And as they have decided to go after immigrants and these and things like that, and they've said, oh, they taking your black jobs. They taking your black jobs. Not really. They are obviously jobs that they want us to go back to, such as work in the fields, all right?
Make that sentence make sense to me, by the way.
Those immigrants that come into our country, they work the fields, something that we ain't done in a long time. And clearly, he is trying to make us go back to the fields.
So all of the ways in which they can kill public education, from defunding it from a federal level and then also enabling state monies and local monies to flow into the private for-profit school setup that is ongoing. It's a recipe to make education unavailable to black people. And where does that then leave us? It puts us back to when America was great and we were picking cotton and all of it. We're doing the productivity that they are putting my Latino brothers and sisters who migrate here to do that work, because we are not suited intellectually to do it anymore. And but they would have us back confined to doing that kind of work. So we got to watch out for where we are headed. And it's the people that will save our democracy, that will stop this movement towards the past that Trump has us hurtling towards.
You done? I'm over here, boy. I got that liberal energy over here right now. I'm over here acting like a whole Democrat trying to just contain myself. What? As you see, wisdom does not come with age. It just don't. The fact that they want to continue to be this intellectually dishonest and sit here and fearmonger you to a point to say this man is literally trying to bring us back to slavery, knowing that the people who don't care about politics whatsoever is going to hold on to that. And then it's going to equate to them building up this triggering tension to the point that, yes, you have people making videos about trying to assassinate this man. And then you don't want to take no accountability for that because, you know, oh, I didn't tell him to go assassinate. But you're over here inducing and inciting. Oh, he's a threat to democracy. Y'all over here giving people the ammo, all this unchecked, all this, how do I say, not even factual ammo. You giving them emotional bullets, so to speak. You just arming them, man. And I'm tired of y'all doing this in the black community. Fear mongering. He's trying to do this. And then the reason why I said this sentence didn't make sense earlier is because Jasmine Crockett goes from saying he's not trying to take away all black jobs or something like that. And then she said, she brought up the fields. So are you saying like black people are working in the fields right now, picking cotton? And you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's trying to keep y'all there or keep us there. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a little flustered. What I just said probably didn't even make sense. I guess I was just asking if she was implying that we're already working in the fields, still working in the fields as slaves, or if we're not doing that, that's the reason why the Democrats have immigrants coming over here to be slaves. Is that what she implying? That's what I got from it. Let me move on, man. I'm taking a little too long to transition. Just more proof of how this mindset is contagious in the black community. It says Columbia professor Basil Smerkle claims Doge saving taxpayer money is racist because it targets a government once led by a black man. You can't make this shit up. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
There are people who are charged with trying to find savings. So yes, it's an attack on government, but it's also an attack on this government. What I mean by that is it's an attack on this government that used to be headed by a black man. It's an attack on this government that almost elected a black woman to the highest office in the land. It's an attack on a government that has been more welcoming and more supportive of people who have come to this country in search for a better life. There are people who...
Please make it make sense to me. Somebody comes to you, says, hey, I think your boss has been stealing money out of your paycheck. Let me go ahead and look at your files. You go look at the files and you realize, oh, yes, they take for the last 4 years, they've stolen at least $6,000, $7,000 from you of your hard-earned money. And instead of you getting upset at that, at them taking that money, you're literally, oh, that's racist that you found that out. That's literally the logic that they're using right now. We got to do better, man. We cannot be falling for these same tactics no more. We can't keep falling for them. We can't keep falling for them. Remember this pastor, y'all, we watched this clip before, but I'm just saying, look at how this is being introduced into our culture. Look at how this fear mongering is constantly being pushed to us from every angle. Listen to what he say.
I feel bad for them in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa, wearing bow ties, shinning and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. But I ain't afraid of the spooks that sat at the door. These runaway slaves hiding in the White House gonna throw my picture up thinking that I'm gonna be afraid.
So Jasmine Crockett says that we are slaves that Trump is trying to get to run away. Meanwhile, he says that we, whom are Democrats, are runaway slaves. So is he implying that they are still slaves? Hold on, let me.
Ain't nothing is funny. I ain't afraid of the spooks that sat at the door. These runaway slaves.
What? For instance, if you was a slave and you were able to run away, isn't that, and you were able to successfully do so, isn't that something that back then would be championed? Oh man, he was able to get away. Woo, woo, woo. But now in the church, they're saying that that slave that got away, they mock him. Oh, the runaway slave. So is Jasmine Crockett and this pastor, which is on two different, these is on two different things. Are they literally trying to keep us in the slave mentality? Like, y'all see it for yourself. This ain't even nothing I tried to put together. This is the universe tying it all together right now. They look at us like we slaves already. I mean, that's how they treat us if we don't align with the Democrat agenda. We pushed out. We are runaway slaves. So disappointed. So disappointed. Say we tap dancing, right? Look, y'all see, this is literally Roland Martin. This is Roland Martin with Hillary Clinton, the guy who always talks about the black and white dynamic and always propels us black people on a pedestal in comparison to white people and always talking about their white supremacy and how yada, yada, yada. These white folks this, these white folks that, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at him. And this guy literally had the nerve to call the black people that went up to the White House the help. Look at Jasmine Crockett and how she behaves herself, y'all. Like I said, they're calling for her to be exposed. They're saying that she ain't really who she is. She's cosplaying black right now is what they're saying.
Crazy.
And what's so
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to mute.
crazy, a lot of y'all probably are clapping your hands, applauding this shit, like championing this shit right here. This is crazy, bro. She's doing the chick that's drunk at the club face. What is she doing here? This is the ratchet tongue. She's doing the ratchet tongue, bro. The ratchet tongue, man. Y'all don't remember when Cardi B was doing that fucking shit on Vine all the time? Yes, the ratchet tongue. Folks, we gotta do better, man.
The
like,
ratchet
this
tongue.
was something that kids would do. Like, her children. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, why are you guys up doing this type of stuff and you guys are supposed to be elected? She's supposed to be an elected official. Like an elected person, right? Or a person that works in the government. Shouldn't she be working with more maturity? Like, this is crazy, bro. But like I said, it's so many of y'all out there that saw this and was like, oh yeah, you go girl, not realizing how bad this makes us look when it comes to being like a politician and running the country and stuff like this. Like, when you have a mature mind and you're a leader and all of that stuff, you're not even thinking about doing no shit like this. You ain't got time for it, bro. What if Trump came out with some shit like this, bro? Oh my gosh, that would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy. But I'm done. I want to hear from y'all. Are you guys enthralled by this? Like, are you guys enthused, happy? You know, is this exciting for you? Is this awesome? You know, is this tea? Or I don't know what y'all call it nowadays, but is this something good to y'all? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or if I'm reaching. Please, the ins and outs in between all that. Drop them in the comments.
I don't think you're tripping. I mean, we talk about representation and things of that nature. It's not us trying to conform to any other specific genders. Wow. Any other specific ethnic backgrounds sort of way of being. But there's just a mature way of acting and there's an immature way of acting. I'm not saying you have to talk a certain way. I'm not saying that you have to walk a certain type of way. But there's also certain ways that you don't walk and certain ways that you don't talk. It's just what it is. If you want to be representing us in these positions. The reason why I said that way is because, I mean, yeah, she's a black woman. But she had the privilege and honor of growing up in a pretty cool way. Private school, paid for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure if she grew up in a 2-parent household or anything like that. I'm going to look that up or whatnot. But pretty decent upbringing. And yet she wants to cosplay her own people by acting all this, that, and the third. Now, I told y'all in previous videos that I would refrain from using the ratchets and the ghettos. But I'm going to give myself a one-time pass and say that was some ratchet crap bro, we just seen right there. It was. Ain't no excuse for it. Now, Republican attorney, Army veteran, and small business owner, Sheldon Daniels launches run for Congress to unseat Jasmine Crockett. Y'all, look, if y'all out there in Texas, look, man. One of my kids is over here behind this curtain. I can hear you. One of my babies over here by this curtain right now, thinking I can't hear them. See? What you thought? I wasn't going to see you? I mean, I wasn't going to hear you? Anywho, let's move on. Oh, we already seen this. Which was just, you know, the guy talking about Trump trying to put us back in slavery. Weird. Now, Jasmine Crockett wants you to think that she is from the hood, that she grew up on the streets. The exact opposite is true, though. She attended an exclusive day school where tuition is nearly $35,000 per year. She also attended Rose College, a private school where tuition is nearly $55,000 a year. She's cosplaying a gangster. So is this how she think all of us black people act? Now, look, I ain't gonna say act like there ain't no time and place for certain scenarios. Look, if I'm at a bar and bistro or whatever in the dance, I mean, the music is going, you know, I'm there with my people. Yeah, I want to see you up there doing your thing. Yeah. You know, us adults having a good adult time, a respectful time, right? That's time and place. But there? Yeah. So this right here is, I guess, alleged proof of Jasmine Crockett talking with a much different accent than the one that she has now in Congress.
Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year. You know.
Oh, by the way, that is not just me, y'all. The audio is playing out of the right ear.
Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year. You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was. But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need. Listen, he up there, he's hearing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't, you know.
But when she called me and
Wow. Oh, it's still going. I thought that was over. My fault, y'all.
said, I think it's time for me to retire, and you're the one that I believe should take my seat, I really was kind of caught off guard. I didn't anticipate that. If anyone knows anything about the Congresswoman, they know.
We showed up, and if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts.
You know, the congressional seat is over 4 times as large as my House seat. And I was just starting to get into the rhythm of doing constituent services and things like that. We got Madam Williams, who just happens to have the honorary seat. It's not even honorary because she's holding it down, y'all. But the legend himself, John Lewis, that is the seat in which she currently serves. So she honored his legacy. This is the message that she wanted to send today.
I mean, you judge it for yourself. I'm just the guy here to present y'all with the objective truth. Give my little 2 cents in between with no way, shape, or form trying to tell you or force you in any way of thinking. That's just what I do. Okay. However, this right here. I'm laughing before I even play it. Y'all, Terrence K. Williams is a fool.
To see someone occupying the Oval Office who's never actually been elected to the Oval Office and actually answering more questions than the person that allegedly got elected. He said, we need to return the power of the purse to Congress. It never left. According to the Constitution, that's where it's at. Now, I know that people are confused right now because for whatever reason, we had a guy that went in, and you talk about people invading our data. Listen, people said that they were upset about TikTok, but I'm upset about the guy that runs Twitter, who for sure is doing nefarious things, because I don't understand, if you are trying to conduct audits and figure out where the waste, fraud, and abuse is, I don't know why you would go to some tech guy. In fact, it was only techies that were sitting there at inauguration. We didn't have auditors. I would welcome auditors to come in and do forensic audits. In fact, he sat there in the Oval Office yesterday and he admitted that he was lying, and he was using his propaganda machine to do it when he said that we sent millions of dollars to Gaza for condoms. That was a lie. So let me tell you something.
The gentlelady's time has expired.
It's time for
the
us
gentlelady's
to do our
time has
jobs
expired.
and rein in this rogue actor known
The gentlelady's
as
time has expired.
See, I'm Jasmine Crockett. And let me tell you, see, they ain't got what we got, okay? See, we got democracy on our side. See what I'm saying? And this Elon Musk guy, this TikTok, he won't be worried about TikTok, okay? What he needs to be worried about is he needs to be worried about not what's going on in the Oval Office, okay? He needs to be worried about what's going on in his office, okay? See, I'm one of the smartest black women that you will ever know, okay? And that is what they are afraid of. They are afraid of us, okay? Okay?
Now, we still got to wait for everything to come out, just to be honest. I don't know if Elon Musk has officially released documents letting us know where all of our funds were, our taxpaying funds were allocated towards. But we did hear about that 50 million going to Gaza. I can't sit here and confirm that it's true or false right now, because again, the White House, I know Caroline Leavitt, said it, that Doge discovered that and things of that nature. So I can only go by that. But they haven't officially released any document proving so. So I just want to make sure I put that out there. But shout out to Terrence K. Williams, dog. Man, I don't want it to bring this up to your attention. Black people, to white people, to orange people, to blue people, to green people, to everybody. But the reason why these last few days I've specifically been saying black people is not to run anybody else off or anything of that nature. I just think it's important for the people that's in my comments who share the same complexion, always attacking me. It's important for me to address them directly when we're talking about, people that look like us directly as well. I think it's a good moment for me to educate and, why not? Use y'all tactics, use our tactics, use the culture tactics against us. Or in our favor, not against us, but in our favor. So I'm saying all this to say, because I know it sounds jumbo and like, what the hell did he just say? What did that mean? We're so caught up in all this divisiveness that we don't even hear about stories like this. Stephen A. Smith is somebody who's announced countless times that he has not voted for Donald Trump. He has not said he hasn't endorsed him at all. He's been open about voting for Kamala Harris. But because he has challenged the Democrats' way of thinking on things, stories like this get buried. I'm going to tell you why. This guy has been making too much sense. He's been questioning J6. He's been questioning Democrats' positions on stuff. He was recently on The View, letting them know, like, hey, y'all keep saying that he didn't win because of XYZ, but he didn't win because y'all sucked. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. But he just signed a $100 million contract that lets him talk more about politics. Go either way. I don't know. Is he going to be getting paid to fuel the Democrat agenda the same way that who just recently admitted that Disney, somebody recently admitted, who was it? Somebody admitted that MSNBC or ABC or CBS, one of those news networks, was only used to push out the Democrat agenda. All of them are, but it ain't coming to me right now. A little tired right now. It's all good. No excuses, but I should be sharper than that. But now, of course, all the hating is coming. Look at this one right here. I hope he educates himself better because as far as politics is concerned, he doesn't know shh. Mind you, this is the same guy that Roland Martin right now, another black man in the community spewing fear-mongering. He's attacking Stephen A. Smith now, saying that pretty much Stephen A. Smith don't know anything about politics and that he's dumb for doing the same exact thing that you and I do, which is we read, we watch the video footage in some cases, we create a conclusion. But there's always a Roland Martin who gonna roll up on you and go, oh man, see what you don't know your history. And you don't know about this person. You don't know about that person. So you don't know what you're talking about, young man. You're really, I know, look, I know, I don't know who invented this chair, but I know how to sit in it. I don't know who invented this mic, but I know how to talk on it. I know when I'm hungry, I gotta eat. I know when I'm got too much stuff in my stomach, I gotta deplete. So even if I don't know all the history on every scenario, or you don't know all the history on every scenario, you know right from wrong. You have morals. I cannot know anything about history. Not saying that that's a good thing. As it pertains to, specific topics, but I can still be a decent human. I can still, even though I didn't know what took place in 1770, whatever, I can still look at a piece of information of today and create my own conclusion. And that's what the Democrats don't want us to do. They don't want us to do that. They want you to be of hive mind. And if you aren't of hive mind, you're a threat to democracy. Stop letting these Jasmine Crockett's fool y'all, man. Thank y'all for following me on all these different platforms. The Kingdom, we are growing, exponentially in these last few days. And I just want to continue to bring y'all great news. All the platforms like this will be in my description. Check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. And thank y'all so much for the donations and becoming members. Whoa. The love is amazing. I'm losing my voice. Let me go get some water. I'm over here sounding like wah, wah, wah.